Gently and softly go within to that inner space inside yourself where you simply are. And as you go, just breathe. Breathing in possibility, exhaling doubt, fear, or limitation. You simply are. And breathe. Clear your eyes. Imagine yourself in a hollow space, surrounded by a circle of light. This is a safe space. It is home. Everything that happens to you happens within this space. Clear your space. Take a deep breath and let it out through your mouth. Then turn and breathe to the south, the east, the west, and the north. Breathe to all 4 points. Breathe in all directions. They all affect you. Breathe in and out. Breathe in the silence. And breathe. You can turn your body and your mind. You can close your eyes. Imagine your space and turn your attention to that space. You can take 5 minutes. You can take 5 hours. Or you can do it in just a few seconds. The technique doesn't matter. Just know that it's very easy for you to clear your space and then remember to do it. When your space is clear, your whole universe functions at its best. When you have space for love in your life, love comes into existence. It never misses an opportunity. Just breathe and breathe and breathe, and then return to the now moment, bringing with you the memory of that space, of that place. Come back. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, John.
It is good to see you. The affirmation for the day, actually there are two affirmations. The first one came with the daily word. Could you put that up, please? I have the power to shape my life. There we go. I want us all to say that together because it's true. We have that power to shape our lives, and we so often forget it. So together, I have the power to shape my life. And the second affirmation is the affirmation actually for the month. The theme for the month is power. And the affirmation for the month, the power of my thoughts and words moves me ever closer to the truth of my being. All together now. The power of my thoughts and words move me ever closer to the truth of my being. That is the reality, you know. And it's not just your words, it's your thoughts. Do you realize that 90% of the conversation that you have in your life is in your head? It's right up here. And that's where the power is. The power isn't just in your spoken word, it's in your thoughts. It's in how you think, and what you let manifest in your life as a result of those thoughts. It's not easy. It's darn hard. Because there's so many things that we've learned along the way that tell us that it's this way or that way or another way, and it ain't necessarily so. The power that we have, the unlimited power that we have, is to be in the now moment. Right now, this moment, this time, this space. We forget that. We're so busy focusing on things that have happened in the past and carrying them with us. Let it go. It's in the past. We're so busy projecting out into the future that we don't have a future because everything is based on the now, on the power that we have in the now. An unlimited power given to us by God, Spirit, however you want to name, since we're hung up on names, the source of the universe. This power belongs to each and every one of us. Our way shower, Jesus the Christ, was an example. Yet he said, "These things that I do, ye shall do, and greater still." It wasn't an exclusive. It's a power. It's a universal power. It's God power if you want. Each of us has it. Most of us, unfortunately, don't use it. We get trapped in the past. We get trapped in the future. We get trapped by the media. We play into fears and doubts rather than simply trusting that one source, that God source, that unlimited power that we have. This was very well stated in the book Practicing the Presence by Joel Goldsmith. Joel Goldsmith isn't somebody that many Unity people know. He was a religious science author and wrote many books. He's the equivalent of James Dellert Freeman, only he's over on the other team. If we have to have teams, we don't. It's the same source looked at different ways. And in the book, in his chapter, A Moment of Christhood, he writes, "Our demonstration is to maintain our integrity to the highest degree of which we are capable at any given moment." At any given moment. If we make a mistake, let us pick ourselves up and be sure it does not happen again. By the way, there are no mistakes, there are no failures, there are only learning opportunities, some of which are more optimum than others. Again, from Goldsmith, it is only what we carry over into the present that holds us, that hurts us. Not what happened in the past, but what we carry over into the present that has happened in the past. Again, not what happened in the past, but what we carry over into the present that happened in the past. If each of us could begin every day with the realization, I and the Father are one, it would make no difference what our mistakes were yesterday as long as they are not repeated today. It is only when we revive yesterday and bring it into today that it injures us. We do not live on yesterday's manna, neither can we suffer from yesterday's lack of manna. It is only what we are and what we have in this instant, what we are living in this instant, that counts. It is only who, in memory, being yesterday into today. We can bring yesterday in our deeds, also make the same mistakes today that we made yesterday. If we're in the now moment, we won't. I remember when I was on that 12-year road trip, I used to speak at Unity Church of Christianity over on Walker almost every year. And a couple of times I did it with Nat Carter. And one time Nat and I were talking about the power of the language and how things hold over. And Nat said, you know, Charles, sometimes a song or a phrase gets caught in our head and it becomes the essence of our being. And he said that in the first service, and in between services I thought about it and something occurred to me. So when he said it in the second service, I said to him, totally off script from what we had talked about, Nat, do you know what every child has become? And he says, what? Looked at me and he said, well, no, Charles, what? And I skipped across the stage singing the Oscar Mayer Wiener song. I wish I were an Oscar Mayer Wiener. What do you wish for? What do you bring into your life by the power of your thoughts? Not so much the power of your words, the power of your thoughts. That's 90% of the game. Are you at peace or are you at war? What are you bringing to yourself? And How is it possible you're bringing it to yourself? You have the power to shape your reality. You have the power to shape your being. You have the unlimited power to shape it, and as you shape it, it affects not only you, but everyone around you. Whatever you hold in mind, you believe in kind. Another piece, something that I called the flow chart of life when I was on the road, went this way. We have a fact. The fact is the fact is the fact. Whatever it is, it's a fact. Then we have a perception. And out of the perception comes a belief. Is your belief based on facts or on your perception of the facts? I contend to you that most of us are living from our perceptions rather than from the facts. And for many of us, our perceptions make the world a very scary place. I live in a world of light and love because that is how I perceive the world. Each of us lives in a world filled with light and love. All we have to do is recognize it. That is our power. That is, if you want to put it that way, our superpower. We aren't like Superman. We don't have X-ray vision and super breath and the ability to leap buildings in a single bound and be more powerful than a locomotive. We have the power of our presence. We have the power of our being. This is a God-given gift. How are you using it? What are you doing with it? That power, that presence belongs to you, to each of you. Each of us uses it in a different way, and it's all the same power. It's all the same being. You are who you are, no matter who you think you are. I have the power to shape my life. The power of my thoughts and words moves me ever closer to the truth of my being. The truth of my being. Focus on that for a second. The truth of your being. I have the power to shape my life. I'm very lucky. I have a cat who reminds me of human follables and also likes to remind me of love as he lays down in front of the computer screen with a big purr and looks at me as if to say, "You may touch me now." He loves unconditionally. Well, okay, I fell the food dish, I changed the litter, but he loves unconditionally. How many of us love unconditionally? We have the power to do it. We have the presence to do it. We have the example of the Christ to do it. We have that singular power of God to do it. You may be saying to yourself, "I don't have that power, Charles." Yes, you do. And that's kind of the second meditation for the day. that I want you to do. What I want you to do is I want you to take your hands, everyone take your hands like this. Put them together. Put them flat together. Now move them apart just a little. Focus on the space between your hands. You can do it looking at them, or you can do it not looking at them. Just focus on the space between your hands. Focus the energy of your being on the space between your hands. Focus. Feel the energy of your being between your hands. And let that energy expand as much as you feel comfortable with. This not only is your energy, it is the God energy. It is the universal energy. The oneness that we all have together and separately, and that power is there. And we can use that power to shape and form our lives. It is who you are. It is who you can become and be. Feel that power. Right now I have a very nice little ball here. No, Bussy, catch. Did you feel it?
I did.
It's real. Many of us have never done that before. And I know many people who once they've felt it, they don't want to do it again because it's scary. Admitting that you have unlimited power. Admitting that you and I are shaping reality every day. We're shaping our own reality, and through that reality, we are shaping the reality of those about us and of the world. That's power. No politician can give you that power. No minister, no other person. I can't give you that power. It's yours. It belongs to you. And it's yours to do with whatever you feel, whatever you think. That's power. That's unlimited power. You have the power to build the world, to shape it, to change it, to help it, to assist it, to heal it. What a great power. Awesome, isn't it? Namaste.